an adult and critical perspective into the world of cartoons and animation, and analyze how they affect the pop cultural landscape at large. I'm one of your hosts, Nikki.
I'm Nina.
And I'm Tino Tuccittini.
And this week we are talking about Disney's The Weekenders, a early aughties show that Nina and I found by accident back in the day and really liked, and when we made Tooch watch it because he never watched Disney growing up.
Yep.
You liked it, right, Tooch?
Oh yeah, I mean, I feel like if I watched it as a kid, I would have enjoyed it a lot more. It's not the best. It's pretty solid, though. I like it.
Yeah, it's not going to change anybody's life, but I think it's worth a discussion.
Yeah.
So we'll do that after we're done with news, which we got a lot of today, so let's get up into it.
Roll it.
So, I guess one of the bigger stories we've got is the Cartoon Network upfront slate for 2015-2016.
Woo!
Boomerang is going to have a relaunch, had a relaunch last fall, and that's going to continue to go strong. And it's going to have, the classic Boomerang stuff. I didn't know that went away, but apparently it did, and it came back.
Because it's a boomerang!
Oh, snap!
Regular show is going to have a movie. The plot is, after accidentally creating a time-nado, Mordecai and Rigby go back in time and battle an evil volleyball coach in order to save the universe and their friendship.
To be fair, that just sounds like a regular episode.
I was just saying that's what they would do for a regular episode. We're going to draw it out, so let's see how it goes. Because that's like the scope of the show. That's just what the show is.
Every episode. They've traveled through time multiple times, a couple times, and it's always stupid. And I think one time they were like, "Oh shit, I need to travel back in time. Let me just do this really stupid thing that worked for no reason before." Show. I love it.
We Bear Bears, which we talked about before, the comedy about three bear siblings named Grizzly, Panda, and Ice Bear, should be premiering in this coming year. And it sounds exciting. They're, trying to assimilate into human society, and they're but they're bears, and it's cute. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm completely down for it.
Bears, I'm sold.
And for the 2016 launch, the Powerpuff Girls reboot will include an all-new television series produced by Cartoon Network Studios and a full licensing program to roll out across all regions.
Slightly less than sold.
Yeah.
Curious.
Cautious.
Emmy and BAFTA Award winner Nick Jennings from Adventure Time is on board as executive producer.
Okay.
Yeah. We're not sure how long that's going to be or what that's going to be like.
What it's going to look... I mean, if it looks like Dance Pants Revolution, that'll be pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't mind. The way Dance Pants Revolution looked was not a problem for me. I know a lot of people didn't like the look of it. I thought it was neat.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I thought the animation was a little choppy, but I like the visual style.
Yeah.
It was just poorly written.
To be fair, so was their 10th anniversary, which is regular style. Flash animated, though.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. It's that, both times they've tried to bring it back, even if it was just for a one-off thing, it hasn't been very good, so we gotta be cautious. That's why we're cautious, but, if it's good, then we'll be very excited, because Powerpuff Girls is incredible.
Yeah!
Yeah, and then we've got this show called Mighty Magiswords. From Kyle Carrazza comes Cartoon Network's first original digital series about a brother and sister team of warriors for hire who go on hilarious adventures and crazy quests to collect magic swords. This is a cartoon. I looked it up, and I'm like, cartoon, okay, cool. I don't know how to describe it. The brother has this weird crab claw arm, and the sister's got a lightning sword and a scarf. I mean, it's going to be a digital series, so we'll see how that plays out.
Sounds neat.
But yeah. Let me check if this is a cartoon. It is. Okay.
Are there any live action things that they're doing anymore?
I don't know.
I don't think so. I think they stopped trying that.
They did? Okay. Well, then, for new... There's more stuff. We've got this thing called Long Live the Royals, which is going to be a mini-series. Come join the royal family as they celebrate the yearly Yule Hare Festival. Party and feast will be aplenty as they struggle to balance ruling a kingdom and life as a typical family. The miniseries is from Emmy winner Sean Chazelles from Regular Show. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll
I'm
see.
assuming it'll be Regular Show-esque. I don't know. And I guess sort of like the biggest thing that came out of this slating that everybody's been kind of going really crazy about is the Steven Universe Uncle Grandpa crossover special.
Whew.
It says, crossover special Say Uncle. 2 of your favorite Cartoon Network series, Steven Universe and Uncle Grandpa, are joining...
First speed bump.
are joining forces for a special crossover episode. Watch as a long-lost relative of Steven's comes to town to aid him in unlocking the power of his mother's gem.
That sounds important. I really hope it's not.
Me too.
Yeah, I hope that's super fluffy and we could write it off as non-canon, because, like, I mean, I think it's going to be tonally pretty disparate.
Yeah.
I mean, this is none of us have watched a lot of Uncle Grandpa, but we haven't liked what we've seen.
Yeah.
I like that one game on the website.
I'm going to have to treat it like, you know, when the Sonic Archie comics did the crossover with... I mean, the Mega Man Archie comics did the crossover with Sonic, and I'm just like, I'll wait for the interesting stuff to come back. You guys have your fun. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's just so weird.
The episode's already been made. Ian Jones-Cordy said on Twitter, like, you know, a lot of you guys are saying that it's a bad idea and we shouldn't do it. We already did.
Whoops.
Like, a long fucking time ago.
That's how cartoons work.
Yeah.
Like, it takes like a year at least turnaround on this stuff, so...
Especially since something like this where you've got 2 creative teams coming together.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I don't really see those worlds meshing very well, but...
No.
I mean, I trust Ian because he worked on. I mean, I think the reason this is happening because he worked on Secret Mountain Fort Awesome with the Uncle Grandpa's creator. So I think they must be buds.
Yeah,
Yes.
probably. I'm sure it'll be at least a fun romp. Yes. And then there's going to be a special Adventure Time miniseries. It's going to be a multi-part series. Finn and Jake face a new threat to Ooh when Princess Bubblegum's experiment unleashes ghosts from Marceline's past.
Hell yeah.
That sounds amazing.
We were just saying last week, like, Adventure Time's not fun anymore. And this sounds like it probably won't be that fun, but I still really want to watch it, so I guess
It still feels like the kind of stuff we haven't seen since like a season ago, you know, because you've got Finn and Jake saving the world, Princess Bubblegum's doing experiments, Marceline's there at all important. So yeah, I'm super hyped.
I guess that is something of a throwback. Yeah, I mean, and I've been really curious to see how Adventure Time works long form.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited.
Maybe they're testing the grounds for a movie.
Or maybe this is like, because they mentioned that like in season 5 they were trying to do a TV movie and it never came through. Maybe this is what that was.
Maybe, I hope so.
Maybe, yeah.
I thought
because it seems more season 5-y than season 6-y.
But
Yeah.
I thought the movie was that one episode with the Kingdom Under Siege.
Yeah, the one with Maja.
Yeah.
Elements of the movie were salvaged for that episode. So actually, yeah, maybe the movie's scrapped.
Yeah.
Yeah. That episode was like the Baba O'Reilly of the movie's Lifehouse.
Exactly.
Wow.
If you don't know what I'm talking about, look up the Who album that they never made, Lifehouse. It would have been impossible to make even today. Pete Townsend wanted to invent the internet for this album.
I don't understand.
It's beautiful. All right, and then new acquired programming. Oh, God.
Yep.
Total Drama presents The Redonkulous Race.
Once again, striking while the iron is just ice fucking cold.
It shatters.
Yep.
All right. Then we got a Transformers. All right. Fine.
Transformers Robots in Disguise. I think that might be the newer
Yeah, that's
That's
it's an
what we've
upcoming
been
one.
talking about. Yeah, where we saw some of the toys at San Diego Comic-Con and stuff. And then Super Noobs from creator Scott Fellows of Johnny Test.
And we're done.
And then show's coming back, obviously.
Yeah, we've got
doesn't look
returning
like it.
series is Adventure Time, Gumball, Clarence, regular show Teen Titans Go, Uncle Grandpa, Steven Universe, Mixels, Lego Ninjago, Pokemon X and Y, and Sonic Boom are all returning.
That's everything important's returning, and then also Mixels.
Ugh, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I've seen like interstitials of Mixels. I don't.
It
know
looks annoying as fuck.
Yeah, I don't.
Anyway, so that's Cartoon Network. It looks like a good year for them. You know, nothing good got canceled, which is great.
Yes.
Yay.
I'm looking forward. I'm overall pretty. It's gonna be a pretty solid couple years.
Yeah.
Including Clarence, which I was kind of wondering about because there hasn't been much from Clarence lately.
I mean, it got a second season, didn't it? Like that's a thing. So
Yeah,
I would.
so-
Yeah.
Be interesting to hear who the new creative team is.
Yeah.
What next? Should we talk about everybody's favorite Academy Awards?
Let's just get this stupid fucking basic ass shit out of the way. All right. So the animated film to win the Academy Award was Big Hero 6. As I fucking said it would be.
Yeah, that's what Captain Asami Jordan on Twitter was like. You guys called it.
Hashtag eat
Was-
the boomers.
Yeah.
Which is like the
Good.
first- yeah, I mean, now it's actually like a relevant thing to say. Because we put it on everything, just as like a general rule. I mean, the same goddamn thing as last year. The Academy didn't watch any of the fucking movies, and they voted for the one that Disney put out. And this raises a bit of a difficult thing. Is like, does this mean that Big Hero 6 didn't deserve it? Not necessarily. I thought it was a fantastic movie. I
felt any of them would have deserved it.
That's
so,
the
yeah.
other
Me
thing.
too. They all felt deserving.
It's
this
a
year.
matter of principle.
Yeah. I mean, 2014 was a great year for finished animated products because, like, behind the scenes there was some there was some bad stuff going on, but like when it comes to like the products that we got, especially in film, it was a great year. And 2014 was not a great year for a lot of people. It was a great year for like three kinds of people: fans of animation, white supremacists, and Chris Pratt.
I feel like Chris Pratt likes cartoons.
I mean, he was in one. Didn't get nominated though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's the other thing is that Lego Movie wasn't nominated, so like that's enough. That was all we needed to know that this is irrelevant bullshit.
But it's kind of interesting because a lot of the voters this year mentioned that. Just like last year, the Hollywood Reporter put on full display all the ballots that the Academy voters did for not just animation, but for every single category. And you can look that up pretty easily if there's some random category that you're upset with or whatever. You can look up like what they had to say about it and why did Birdman win or whatever. But here we just have animated features. And interestingly enough, a lot of the voters actually mentioned like, where's the Lego Movie?
Where's
I like
the one
that
I
movie.
did see?
Yeah, like that movie was really good, and Phil Lord and Chris Miller did a great job, and I don't know what these other things are. But if you would like, I can read some of these lovely voter comments.
No, for the sake of time, like, basically they're ignorant dumbasses.
Also racist.
Yeah,
This time around.
yeah. Some Chinese films, is that what they said?
Yeah, I'll
One of them being Song of the Sea, an Irish film,
yeah.
an extremely white country. I mean, I
Oh
don't
my
know
god! No,
what's
okay,
going
I see the one.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I should even say it.
I'll say it.
Okay.
So the person is complaining about why the Lego Movie didn't get nominated. And the person says, when a movie is that successful and culturally hits all the right chords and does that kind of box office, for that movie not to be in over these two obscure freaking Chinese fucking things that nobody ever freaking saw, that's my biggest bitch. I love how he said fucking and freaking in the same sentence. Like, way to go.
Freaking fucking freaking.
on. Yeah.
And yeah, Chinese fucking things. Apparently one of those things is Song of the Sea.
Yeah.
I think he might.
And the other one is Kaguya, so it's still right. Like,
I think
it's
he might
not
have been
like
talking
he
about
was
Big
half
Hero
right.
6.
But everybody saw Big Hero 6. Because he was talking about obscure shit.
I don't know. It's just the only reason I would think is Big Hero 6 because Big Hero 6 is heavily like it takes place in San Francisco. So like I don't know.
Yeah, it's heavily Japanese inspired, which to racists is the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, obviously,
Is this an anime?
Princess Kaguya is not Chinese, but no, he says over these two obscure. So like,
Yeah,
Big Hero
and I
6
mean,
wasn't obscure. I don't,
yeah, he's probably
Gross
referring
living
to
organism to walk this earth.
Yeah.
the point that Lego Movie should have been nominated is an extremely valid point. The point that Kaguya and Song of the Sea shouldn't have been, I think, less so, because I mean we haven't seen them because they haven't been widely released yet, and I think the idea of doing this limited release so you can get in an award season in a year when nobody has a chance to see your movie is a weird move, but I don't think that discredits their quality and how deserving they are of getting the award. I mean, they come from studios with high pedigrees, and when those movies get wider releases, we'll be able to talk about how good they are.
Yeah. And I've only heard good things about those movies, and the Oscars is supposed to be about good filmmaking, not about what people have heard of. It's supposed to be about what's a good movie, what was made well. And then, with the best animated short, Feast won. Mostly for what it seems to be that it was the only one people watched, and also it had a dog in it, and people like dogs, so it won.
I mean, it was a great short. I don't know if it was better than the other shorts. I haven't seen them, because that's the problem with shorts, is that the only way you're going to get anybody to see them is to put in front of a Disney movie that's opening in 200,000 theaters worldwide.
Yeah, because most animated shorts are only shown in, like, film festivals. Which normal people can't go to.
Yeah.
So again, they just voted Disney because I mean they're like, oh, fuck yeah, I guess it's Disney. I mean, everybody knows the Oscars are basic shit. They're irrelevant crap, and nobody should care about what a bunch of old, basically corpses have to say about the movies that are coming out. But it is indicative of a larger problem of the way animation is perceived, which is that it's perceived as irrelevant. And it's also, here's the problem with the voting thing, it's perceived as a genre when it's not, it's a medium.
Yeah, that's garbage.
Yep.
I mean, the nominees this year, we're looking at a pretty diverse look of genres. And although a lot of them had like a lot of action beats to it and they were family movies, you can't say the same, I doubt you can say the same thing about Kaguya.
Yeah, I think only How to Train Your Dragon and Big Hero 6 were action movies. And only like half of Big Hero 6 was an action movie.
Box Trolls had some perfunctory action beats, but was a much calmer movie.
And I highly doubt Song of the Sea was an action movie, and I know that Kaguya was not.
No. So, I mean, this is... Do we have a solution? Yes, eat the boomers. But, like, do we have a solution that doesn't mean 40 to life? No. If we could all stop caring, if we could all stop putting any stock into the Academy, then we would all be a much culturally richer planet. But here we are, so whatever.
Yeah.
Also, racists shouldn't be allowed in the Academy, because I heard a lot of the same shit went down for the foreign film category. And it's like,
Just throw those fuckers in a volcano.
Yeah. But the one thing you should have watched was the Everything is Awesome live performance. That was really fun. Did you guys see that?
No,
Yeah.
I wasn't watching the Oscars.
I wasn't watching the Oscars either. I saw it later.
Yeah, I know it happened.
I'll look it up later.
It was fun. I'm
sure it is. And I'm glad American Sniper didn't win, because fuck that movie.
I'm really surprised the only movie I saw won. I
did it! I did it!
Any hoozle.
All right. What's next? What's next and not pointless?
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. Just to antagonize you, I'm going to do something pointless. Donkey King!
Can I just say I love this paragraph describing the show that's just going to paint the worst picture to anyone who hasn't heard of this thing that existed for a time.
Yeah, so on the Challenger approaching Tumblr, They wrote, "For those of you who are fans of the amazing work of art known as the Donkey Kong Country television series, rejoice! The show is finally getting a DVD release and can take a spot next to all your timeless animated classics. You'll be able to purchase the first season of this masterful work on May 12th of this year. Huzzah!"
That's just like, I'm glad it's as blunt as possible, so I know 100% this can't possibly be sincere. Because God forbid I accidentally thought that someone liked Donkey Kong Country.
Well, people who have the DVD isn't even available yet, and there's already 2 customer reviews on Amazon.
I blame memes.
This expansive collection of the classic Donkey Kong Country TV series provides a metal look into the life and times of the first member of the DJ crew.
Did he misspell DK Crew?
DK Crew, sorry.
Oh.
Fucked it up. But whatever.
Now, I think they've released individual episodes on DVD because I've seen them in red boxes. Like, I was like vacuuming the lobby at the store where I work, and I was looking at the red box, and I saw a thing that said Donkey Kong Country, Raiders of the Lost Banana, and I was like the most offended I've ever been in my life.
Yeah.
Oh,
I had to rush home to look up what the fuck that was. Apparently, it was one episode of this terrible show.
It was. Then there was actually 5 episodes on it. Includes that one, Barrel, Who's Got the Barrel, Kong for a Day, From Zero to Hero, and Buried Treasure. So they couldn't even make puns out of every single. They couldn't even commit to the bit.
And it goes even farther. Only this time he's bigger, faster, and stronger too. He'll have you humming such classic tunes as One of Us, Gotta Get It Back, and Eddie Let Me Go Back to My Home. Until you're showered with coconut cream pies. A wholesome expansion for every dong in the family.
Because I forgot this until, again, it got meme status like a year ago, that this show is technically musical. No reason.
Or it's like, the people. It's like some fucker in the studio is like, one thing that people like about the Donkey Kong Country games is that the music's really great. So we'll put some shit music in here. Kids won't know the difference. Kids won't know the difference between some shit music and the best game soundtrack in the history of the medium. Donkey Kong Country 2.
Nick
Fucking
is only a
fight
little
me.
bit biased.
Fucking fight me! You'll probably win. I'm scrawny and have a low tolerance to pain.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's the truth. But yeah, that's just fun. I had fun with that. Thank you, Amazon reviewer, for creating this. Thank you to everyone for making this possible. In news of a show that's actually good, Rocket Dog is finally getting a TV series.
Wow!
Woo!
And
we never even
TV.
thought that was a thing.
Yeah, we were just hoping, I just want to see one other 4-minute short on Cartoon Hangover, but no, a real-ass TV series.
On the TVs, which some people still watch.
What network? Was it Nick?
I'm trying to...
Here, read more here.
Yes, I'm going to read more here, but yeah, it's, Mel Roach. She's gonna lead the show, partnership with Melbourne's Studio Motion, producing Rocket Dog series for a television show. If you recall, it was one of the best shorts on Cartoon Hangover.
It was the best short on Cartoon Hangover.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it doesn't really say. Just TV distribution in North America. So maybe they don't know yet.
Maybe they have to shop around.
Yeah, because Federer has done work for Nick and Cartoon Network. So it could go either way.
Yeah. I'm just glad it's being made into a show because it's super fun.
Yeah.
Rocket Dog's adorable.
It's about a dog that poops jet fuel. What do you want?
So yeah, if you haven't seen that short, go to Cartoon Hangover and watch it right now because it's great.
So great.
It's super great.
Well, apparently it's 52 11-minute episodes, so somebody's ordered it.
Well, maybe Nickelodeon, because remember, Mel Roach did a short that was on the
Tongue's
Nickelodeon
Silent.
website. Yeah.
Yeah, and it didn't show up on that Cartoon Network thing, so I'm gonna guess Nickelodeon.
Oh, yeah, duh. Wow. Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
So yeah, Nickelodeon's finally gonna have some new shows that might be good.
Yeah.
Huzzah.
E.
We'll have a reason to talk about Nickelodeon again.
Except for Turtles. Turtles is still good.
Turtles is still good.
Yeah.
It's on hiatus again. I can't stand it.
Why is American television turning into British television?
I don't know. I hate British television.
Let's see. What do we got here? Okay. So even though the Song of the Sea did not win, Cartoon Saloon has already announced their next film, which is going to be called The Breadwinner. The story is based on the children's novel of the same name, also known as Parvana, written by Deborah Ellis. The book tells the story of Parvana, a young girl growing up in Kabul, having to take on very adult responsibilities to take care of her family after her father is arrested by the Taliban. The book is notable for its large cast of female characters, including Parvana's sister Noorina and their family friend Mrs. Weera. The book is based on months of interviews with girls in refugee camps in Pakistan and won the Middle East Book Award in 2002. The film will be directed by Nora Twomey, who helped direct The Secret of Kells.
This sounds rad as hell.
This sounds like the raddest.
This sounds like some heavy shit. I mean, you guys say rad as if it's gonna be, like, fun. I doubt that.
No, I meant more in terms of, like, it's the fact that this film is gonna be made.
Yeah,
and
that's
it's gonna
incredible.
exist.
And it's a female director, which is, I guess is the first time for Cartoon Saloon, which is very exciting.
Yes.
I mean, I'm looking forward to this. It's gonna punch me in the gut, probably.
Yeah. It's also the first time they're going outside of Celtic stuff.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
Dude, Cartoon Saloon is knocking it out of the park so far with their brief but good filmography. You know.
Yeah.
I'm happy too. I'm glad they have fans. And there's a lot of people that really like their work and admire their work. So
it's good fucking work.
I mean,
great work.
We love the one movie we've seen.
I'm gonna see the other one.
I can't wait to see and inevitably love the other one. It looks fantastic.
Yeah, she turns into a seal. It's cute. All right, and okay. So next up, Disney XD is to reboot DuckTales for 2017 launch,
which I think is pretty crazy.
Yeah,
that anything from the Disney afternoon that is relevant, because all that stuff was very 90s.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like the whole DuckTales thing came out of the comics, which were super huger than anybody seems to remember. Because Donald Duck the Donald Duck comic books and that whole canon that inspired directly DuckTales indirectly invented anime, because that was Tezuka's jam. That was his jam and a half to Donald Duck comics. And, DuckTales is straight out of there. So I'm super hype. I hope they still, know where they came from.
I think I read that cracked article.
It's true.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna have the main
and,
the
DuckTales comics also, as a goof, created a way that is actually how they raise sunken ships. You just put a bunch of ping pong balls in there, and it works.
Didn't they also do Inception before?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And all that's So yeah, you're gonna have Scrooge, the grandnephews, obviously Donald.
Probably the girl with the bow who's there sometimes. I forget
Other
her.
characters slated are Duckworth, Gyro Gearloose, Launchpad McQuack, Flintheart, Glomgold, Magica Dispel and Poe, Ma Beagle, and the Beagle Boys, including Burger Beagle and Bouncer Beagle, Mrs. Beakley, and Webigail Vanderquack.
Was it Magica Muspel?
Magica Dispel and Poe.
She talks like this.
Well, of course she does.
I just hope that they work on further expanding this world again, because Darkwing Duck, please. He's just Batman in the Duck world. So I'm super good for that. Please, Darkwing.
Yes, that sounds great.
Let's get dangerous.
And don't change the theme song, guys.
Oh no!
Are you kidding me? They're going to do like a full orchestral version.
At the very least, use the version that Jake Kaufman did for the rebooted game like a couple of years ago.
Oh yeah, that was a thing.
Yeah, or the Moon theme. Just put that in there.
just have the Moon theme running on like the whole
the entire
episode.
show, drowning out all the dialogue.
You can like barely hear them under the Moon theme, and no one complains.
So yeah, DuckTales.
Woo!
And speaking of Takahata, whose film also did not win of Princess Kaguya, we thought he was retiring. Apparently, he's not.
Miyazaki retired for real, so now we need a new guy who's gonna pretend to retire a bunch.
He's even older than Miyazaki.
Oh no!
These Krusty the Clown motherfuckers.
He's 79. He's not young. But yeah, Takahata has his mind set on a new film that's going to be a story about exploited girls forced to work as nannies with infants strapped on their backs. And the words they sing.
That sounds weird. Like that sentence was a roller coaster of knee-jerk reactions to certain phrases, and I don't know how to feel about the whole thing.
Exploited girls forced to work, nannies, infants strapped.
Saw?
Singing lullabies, babies. No, who knows at this point? I mean, I sort of get why all we know is this weird phrase, because a lot of these kinds of films really do just start with a really basic idea or an image, and it takes a lot of years to actually build that up into a plot.
Sometimes barely much of a plot.
Yeah, like, you know, this classic story of all the Pixar guys where they, like, had lunch on this table that had, like, a paper tablecloth, and they were just, like, doodling shit, and a lot of the shit they doodled turned out to be the movies that they made. Years down the road. So, you know, sometimes just a weird idea can turn into a movie. So we'll see how this one goes.
Do you think they saved that tablecloth, but they can't show it because someone drew a dick?
I feel like they did? I don't know.
Because I've never seen this legendary tablecloth, and you'd think that'd be, like, framed in their office.
They would have at least faked one later.
Yeah. Okay, I think I remember...
You gotta draw Sully a little bit wrong so people can believe it.
Pixar tablecloth.
Somebody just writes Steve Buscemi.
Yeah, I don't know. I heard it on a special features thing where they were talking about, like, you know, a lot of the ideas for our movies came when we had this one lunch. And one of those, I think it was when WALL-E came out.
Yeah, WALL-E was like the last one from the lunch.
Yeah, that was the last lunch movie.
That was the tagline.
Okay, so next up, I know we've got a lot of stuff this week, guys, but it's fun. It's fun for me. I don't know, it might be fun for you. Hopefully. So we've got 2 films in production or coming out from Latin America. The first one is a Mexican CG film called El Americano, and it actually looks like quality animation-wise really good. Like, they've grown a lot.
This looks like something I would watch instead of Rio.
Yeah, they've grown a lot since Top Cat.
Yeah, they've grown a lot since Top Cat, and this looks much better. It's due for a U.S. theatrical release in March. It tells the tale of a young parrot named Cuco, whose family owns a circus in Puebla that is threatened by a group of bullying birds. He decides to seek help from El Americano, the star of his favorite American TV show, and heads north with his friends to convince the superhero to come to his family's aid. When Cuco learns his hero is only an actor in a fantasy show, he learns he is the hero his family needs.
Do you get the subtext?
That we just said just now?
About not relying on these fucking gringos to help you with your problem? Because they're not going to help because we're a useless country?
Oh, boy.
Because they're the cause of all the problems in Mexico? Is America?
Yeah. But yeah, I just wanna put a little asterisk. While Rio was a beautiful looking film duology, I don't feel like watching 2 birds trying to fuck. I'd rather watch this instead. That's what I meant.
I mean, this looks really
Well, I don't want to
sweet.
watch them fuck animated. Like, if you find, like, I will watch nature footage of any animals having sex.
That's true.
I literally...
What about two different animals?
But he's so
Probably.
cute. Look
He's
at
adorable.
Coco's little face. He's so cute.
He's adorbs.
I love him. So...
Hey, look at this little, like, canary, or this little pochito.
Yeah,
the little pochito.
Honestly, I'm looking at the poster. I like every character. Every character's got a really neat design. I like this armadillo luchador.
Oh, where?
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
And the fucking bird with an eye patch.
Oh, nice.
They're all mad up there. And the fucking hornbill dude.
Yeah, the one
I'm hyped.
Those are probably like the evil birds.
Yeah,
Burb.
the evil bird. The villains in kids' movies are always on the top. Kind of like half faded out.
Yep.
Yeah,
I guess I'm really just thinking of the cover to Oliver and Company.
So the co-writer and co-director is Ricardo Arnaiz. How would you say that, Nikki?
Arnaiz.
Arnaiz. Ricardo Arnaiz. He founded Animex Studio in his hometown of Puebla in 2000 because he said for 30 years or so there was no Mexican animated movies to come out, so he wanted to change that. And he says, let's try to make Mexican movies like the Hayao Miyazaki movies that tell Japanese folklore and stories. Why not do the same thing with Mexico? That sounds good to me.
It worked with Book of Life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's co-production between Animex, Olmos Productions, and Phil Roman Entertainment. It's going to feature a lot of voice actors, not voice actors, but like actor people. Modern Family Zurico Rodriguez, Cheech Marin, Kate Del Castillo, Paul Rodriguez, Edward James Olmos, Eric Estrada, Lisa Kudrow.
Lisa Kudrow.
Lisa Kudrow. One of these things is not like the other. Arnaiz wrote the story with Dulce Belches and Fernando... Oh, God. Lewels? Lewels, yeah.
Or he might be may just be Lewels.
Lewels, I don't know. And...
No, Lewels is definitely not a Hispanic name because it would be Lueles.
Lueles. Yeah, that's what I was confused. I was like, what? Okay. The screenplay was written by Arnaiz Roman and SpongeBob SquarePants veteran Richard Purcell.
Nice.
And then Arnaiz and then Disney animator and comic book creator Mike Kunkel directed the film. So there seems like there's a lot of love put into this and a lot of care, and it looks super sweet and cute, and I'm really excited to see it. I mean, this is probably the first Mexican animated film to be released stateside, to have a wide release, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah, because to clarify,
like,
Book of Life was made in the United States.
Yeah. It was made by United States Studio and whatever. But yeah, the movie will be released in both English and Spanish, and most of the voice cast, including Kudrow, will be playing their characters in both versions.
Oh, that's good.
But yeah, so I think it's really sweet, and I'm excited about it, and Cuco is the most adorable parrot ever, and I love him. So then the next film coming out of Latin America is from Argentina. It's called Kiribati. It's a stereoscopic 3D film produced by San Luis Cine. Kiribati tells the tale of Guillermo, a grumpy grandfather to a dysfunctional family who lives in a retirement home with maximum security. There, with his grandson Luisito and a hilarious group of his friends, he plans an escape that turns into an amazing journey to the island of Kiribati. So it's Grandpa gone wild, trying to escape from prison retirement home.
Yeah, it looks like a different path to Up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like a more grounded Up.
The film is expected to be finished in 2016, and they are seeking a global release.
They get it.
I hope so. It looks good. It looks up to snuff.
Yeah, I like
so
it.
far.
Yeah, like, I love like this design of like the abuelo.
Yeah.
Looks like a real cranky bastard.
I love this sexy nurse in the nursing home.
The sexy dude nurse.
The sexy dude nurse.
Yeah. Oh, wow. I just saw him do like that Captain Falcon pose.
Yes, but... Oh, this film looks really pretty. I'm really excited. I'm so happy. Like, it's always fun when other countries are developing animation studios and developing putting their own foot in the industry, and that means we get more types of movies from different places. It's just better for everybody.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. Way to go, Latin America. Keep it up. Okay. We only have one more story?
I think one more story. One more goddamn story.
Yes, let's do it.
So, at Tyler Knows Stuff, a fan of ours, gave us this story, so thank you, Tyler. It is about a fan favorite show that nobody has forgotten, Invader Zim. And that it is getting an ongoing comic book series from Oni Press, set to debut in July. So yeah, Invader Zim, as we all know, was canceled, much to very specific people's chagrin.
I didn't mind.
Much of the chagrin of the 30 people who actually watched it.
I watched it. It's not like it's overhyped.
I like the show. I'm not going
like
to say
it.
I don't like the show. It did make me laugh very hard. But like as a younger kid, it was a little weird and hard to get into.
It's
It was like
gross, first
It was
of
like
all.
nihilistic. Just every episode was like humanity's pointless. Don't get up out of bed.
Yeah, so like you can see why middle schoolers in hoodies really dug it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With their fucking Hot Topic cupcake t-shirts that I'm sure are gonna come right the fuck back.
They haven't gone away.
Wow. Why did I even think they would? I don't know. I just figured that
I
maybe
guess
there
we're
was like
being
some new thing that like overtook it finally. I don't know. I guess not though.
I don't know. It's been a while since I've like penetrated a Hot Topic.
Don't
I'm
ever
sure they have a corner.
say
Since you've breached the walls.
I only tend to
Hey,
stay
Hot Topic,
towards-
I'm gonna fuck you!
I only like to look at the toys, and those are on the outside.
That's true.
But yeah, obviously,
I'm excited.
We were kind of mean to this show, but this is cool. Because here's the thing, the show was cut down in its prime, and there were a lot of people who really liked it, and then,
it was funny. Like,
It
was hilarious.
It did a lot of things good. It just wasn't really my speed.
Yeah, no.
I mean, now that I'm older, I like it a lot better than when I was a kid. Like, I mean, just the whole thing about them being the leaders of the alien colony are the leaders because they're the tallest,
Yeah.
ultra peepee.
Yeah, there are parts of it I like a lot more as an adult. Now, since I'm no longer in middle school, Gurr doesn't really work for me anymore.
Not at all.
No.
But the other stuff is pretty good.
If he was in the show like 60% less, he'd probably be my favorite thing. But no, they knew right off the bat, like, we have to push Gurr.
This fucker's gonna sell some t-shirts to kids with dumb haircuts.
This fucker's gonna pay off my animation school loans.
Yeah, but I mean, it's really, it fits, because, Yonin Vasquez, got sort of big with his Johnny the Little Homicidal Maniac comics.
I saw that. I'm not sure there's a little in the title.
I didn't think there was a little either, but
No,
this
it's just Johnny the
article put
Homicidal
a little.
Maniac. Way to go, comic book resources.
Yeah, way to fuck it up.
You need to find a comic book resource before you write this article.
Right? What are their resources? They clearly don't have any.
But yeah, he's going to be working on the comic with Oni Press and apparently Nickelodeon? I mean, I guess they technically own it, so they're going to put their stamp on that.
They have to have some brief input.
But I'm sure this is going to sell like fucking hotcakes.
Yeah, boy.
Like, it's 2003, like, obviously there's going to be like a Hot Topic exclusive cover, and like...
Hot Topic's like, finally people are gonna come back to our weird store.
I'm just glad that it is back in some sense.
I'm glad too, and I think it'll be really fun as a comic.
Because like Vasquez, like a couple years ago, because Vasquez is for some reason on Tumblr, you'd think that'd be the last place someone like him would want to go, but he's got one, and people constantly ask him 3,000 times a minute, whatever happened to Invader Zim, and he was like, you know what? It didn't even really so much get canceled so much as like they just had to, like, it had to stop production. Like, I guess it got canceled, but like Nickelodeon every few years always hollers at him, and they try and get in talks to actually bring it back, like, legitimately, and it never worked. So he's just like, you know what? Like, the show's just fucking dead, and you all need to shut up about it. And then, like, a few years ago, there was also talks, like, Johnny the Homicidal Maniac might have actually been gotten something. He was in talks with Titmouse to produce some movie or something based off another comic he did called Squee. But that was a few years ago, so I don't know how much in the works those still are. So I'm glad that this is finally something definitive.
Yeah, and it'll be fun. It's coming out July 1st. So look forward to that. Rush to your comic book store or your local Hot Topic.
Do we even know if it's like do they even have a rack to sell? They don't sell literature
they sell comics.
There.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. They sell the My Little Pony comics.
Oh, fucking course
Adventure Time?
Yeah.
I mean, that's half their stock now.
And they sold the Powerpuff Girl comics when those were coming out.
Wow.
So yeah, no, they'll have their own exclusive covers and stuff. It's definitely going to happen, like 100%. Absolutely.
I love it. I love when the world is exactly how you think it is.
You love it when the goofs become real. Right, that has been news. That was a long one.